I am further, not far enough left for some. I get it. I fucking understand. But god damn it, are we talking about this too much? If you stop and think about it, like most things, if you stop and think about this for 2 seconds, you'll see the truth. If you stop and think about it for 2 minutes, you'll realize the bill of goods that you were sold by this fucking article is wrong. That's it. Sorry. So I'm trying to find Lavender's comment here. Thank you. I don't think that that's right. I disagree with you. A lot of these updates, anyway, I don't care. There have been a bunch of videos that I've been tagged in about like this shit and about like how I've been taking $100,000 and how I'm compromised. And like, anyway, it does affect me in a way because of the intention of the article, which is to cast doubt on all of us. I'm not even part of the I don't know how many times I said that, but I can't reiterate it enough. So what is it about and this is the dumbest thing is people are like, I knew it. Oh, I always had a feeling about him. Everyone always does that, which is fucking sickening. I fucking knew it. Like you knew it, but you're wrong. You knew it and are still wrong. That's the dumbest shit. Sorry, Marissa. You're right. I'm out. I'm done. I'm just fucking... It continues to bug me. So let's talk about something else. Let's talk about anything else. You're right. I'm out. Not cars or bikes. Nobody likes that. We should have a Formula One. We should have a Metal Monday. I miss Metal Monday. You guys got new metal that we can listen to? Girlfriend's asleep though. I should invest in TikTok Studio just for Metal Monday. Bean flicking? Bean flicking? I don't know what that is, Carly. Maybe you can come up and tell us what that is. Hello?
Hi, how's it going?
Great.
That's good. So I just had a quick question just about something, if I can ask.
Go nuts.
So, just my one question, like, and you do good things and like you post about things that are need awareness raised for, but a lot of things I see you post and a lot of other like influencers, I don't believe that there's enough attention for the Palestinians and other horrible things that are happening in the world right now.
Okay.
Is there something that like you don't want to talk about that about? Is like there a reason for that?
You've been in here enough, right?
Me?
Yeah.
I mean, possibly.
Have you heard me talk about it in here?
No.
I find that hard to believe.
Maybe you have once, but I mean, the same as Aaron.
So when I asked you if I've talked about it, the answer was none or once.
I said maybe once. I mean, the same as Aaron Parnas partially talking about it. I don't care if he talked about it 100 times after. He doesn't truly believe in the liberation of Palestinians.
How do you know that? Do you know him?
Yes, because from what I've heard, his father is.
That's not what I asked you. I said, do you know him?
Do I personally know him? No, but I've seen enough of his videos to
So
know that
no.
he does not.
So
He does not truly care.
I don't think that you can make that judgment call. And let's just say
I'm not allowed
that,
to
like,
have an opinion.
let's just say that the amount that he talks about it, which is more than zero, is not enough for you, right? Let's just say that, right? Because you can't fucking make that value judgment, right?
I mean, do you know Donald Trump?
What do you mean? Yeah.
You talk about him a lot. Do you know him?
Yeah. Well, I think that again, a really false equivalence there.
I mean, I don't believe so, but we can go on.
You don't think so? We don't have a storied breadth of information about how.
I mean,
he feels
have you truly looked into Aaron Parnas and his family
No.
as much as you have Donald Trump?
No. Have you?
Okay. I need to do more information. I need to read more, but from what I have heard,
Why accuse
from
me
credible
of not doing the
sources-
proper research on Aaron Parnas if you haven't?
Because from credible sources that I have seen, it is enough to make an educated opinion about him.
Is Aaron Parnas the president
No, but he has a lot of influence.
as much as the president?
In some ways, yes and no.
In some ways, yes and no.
Yeah.
So no?
I would say in some ways on social media, he does have
What
more
are-
influence, yes.
You think. So this is the part where I'm like, I'm not going to take you very seriously.
You don't
Because
have to.
I don't. When you say Aaron Parnas has more influence on social media than Donald Trump, I have to look at you and go, you're coming from this from a place of like unseriousness, being
How so?
disingenuous. Tell me how he has as much influence.
So I would say that, yes, Donald Trump does have influence, but we can agree that influencers do have a lot of.
You came up here and said in the affirmative, Aaron Parnas has as much or more in some instances. My question to you is how?
From him going across the country, talking to different people, from having connections throughout the country, possibly world.
Aaron Parnas has similar or more powerful connections than the current president
I wouldn't say
of the
more.
United States of America.
I wouldn't even.
I just want you to be for fucking real for a second. Like,
wouldn't say
be a
more.
human being. You would say more?
But I would say that he does have a lot of connections. Yes.
Yeah. So I think that, like, pretty much this is disqualifying for a lot of your fucking opinions.
How?
Because if you're not willing to just acknowledge that what you said was psychotic and not based in reality, then what the fuck are we even talking about?
So the whole thing that I wanted to ask is why have you covered the flotilla that is going to Gaza right now?
No.
Do you know about it?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
You don't seem to talk about it. You don't want to spread awareness for it.
Do you know about the Wyoming AI plant that's going in?
Yes, I do. I know someone that lives there.
Is that because I talked about it earlier this live?
No, but I believe more awareness could be spread. And I believe the flotilla, that what is going there is a bigger deal than what is happening in Wyoming.
Did you post anything about it?
Yes.
Cool.
I've reposted. I've posted stuff about it. I have donated to help get water there, to get food there.
Great.
I have tried to my best to spread awareness. Yes.
Great, man. Great. I don't understand necessarily the fucking. Wait, hang on. Is your account private?
You know.
Is your account private?
Why? Why does it matter?
When I asked you if you posted about it, who are you posting it to?
Does it matter if I have another account?
Sure. What's your other account? We'll go look at it.
The economy is very.
Why is this a competition?
It's not a competition. I'm just trying to figure out. I'm just trying to figure out if you're a fucking liar or not.
I mean,
It's not that big a deal.
I don't understand.
What's your other account?
I just want more awareness to be raised about it because I do believe it's important.
Sure.
That's my whole thing.
When I talk about dozens of other things in our current political climate, right? Talk about the danger to gay couples, talk about like blatant police brutality, talk about racism and bigotry and homophobia and all this stuff. If I'm not talking about a specific subset of that, would you come in and tell me that you're not talking about homophobia enough? Why is that?
So one of the things that I find odd, people believe fascism is now here, but I truly believe that fascism has been here.
Can you answer my question?
I am trying to answer your question.
Okay. Go on. Are you muted? What's going on here, bud?
I'm in my car. I didn't want the sound of another car going by. I was trying to be respectful. So,
doing terrific.
why I thought, can we try to have a civilized conversation? Why is this some sort of a competition?
It's not a competition. We are not. You and I are not in competition because we are not doing the same thing. I have a massive outreach. I talk about the things that I am personally invested in. A lot of that is here on our shores and what this administration is doing to us as a country. I also talk about the thing that you say that I'm not talking about enough. And I'm curious, at what point would you like me to stop talking about the things that I do talk about and solely focus on the one thing that you want me to talk about? And then corollary, after you answer that question, I want you to tell me at what point do I have to post enough for it to be enough for you? Serial, you random person on the internet. I would like for you to answer those two questions.
One of the things that I've thought about and learned, fascism has been here since the inception of America. With the starting of the founding fathers, we can agree, right?
The founding fathers started fascism in America?
I believe with capitalism in some ways, yes.
I'll give you one more chance. I'll give you one more chance before I just comically remove you from this panel.
Am I being? I'm not trying. How am I being disrespectful?
When I ask you a question, I asked you two questions. What were they?
I'm illiterate. I can't remember.
You're illiterate?
Yeah.
I didn't read you two questions.
Yeah, no.
Or I didn't post two questions for you to read.
Yeah, it's hard. I'm hard of understanding.
You are hard of understanding. That's true. That's fucking true. That sure is. I would like for you guys, if you have similar beliefs in this, it's to a certain point it's valid. I understand feeling connected to a lot of the people that have been dragged through the mud in this discourse and wanting some agency in their content creation. And wanting them to talk about the things that you want them to talk about, wanting me to talk about the things that you want me to talk about more. If you belong to one of the communities I try and uplift on this, and you want me to focus solely on that, I get it. I will ask you the same question. At what point do I start prioritizing one thing over all of these other things that I talk about? And at what point when I start prioritizing this one thing, will it be enough that it grants you the sort of relief and understanding that I feel strongly about that one thing? I asked this question because I know the answer to this. I know the answer to this because it's happened for the last 4 years of me being on here. The answer is it's never enough. It will never be enough. The thing about my content on here is that I have not pigeonholed myself in a way that like other people have. I don't talk about one thing. I don't do it in one specific way. It is a wide range of things. And I do my best to make engaging, thought-provoking, correctionary like material about this. And if I focus on one specific thing to appease certain people, to have their morality, to have them feel good about like the imaginary boxes to check off of this thing, there will never be enough times for me to fucking talk about this for you to feel that it's enough. And I get that to a certain extent. This is a big thing that's happening. It's a big thing that's happening. You want everyone to be talking about it all the time, always. I get it. I do get it. I talk about this. I talk about it in the last couple of weeks, nearly nightly, if not every other night. So, I'm sorry it's not enough. Not for fucking cereal. I don't give a shit about that guy. I'm sorry it's not enough for people who don't think that I am engaging with this to the level that you want me to be. That's all. So thanks, Jackie. We're doing fine. You have covered the Palestine issue a ton, but why aren't you saying the words Gaza or Palestine? What do you mean? What do you mean? I don't know if you've noticed this, but TikTok doesn't super like us using like adult language on this. I don't know if you've clocked that. I've had to amend how I speak on this platform in an effort to like preserve it. So, City, I appreciate you. Crucially, Sadia said like harassing people into advocacy is not it. Crucially, like I understand you don't have to harass me about this because it's how I feel. You don't have to harass me about this because I'm willing to talk about this, and I do. So, like, yeah. I talk about it as in like trying to bring a little nuance from my position. Not my position. My lived experience as a Jew in America and my like unlearning propaganda that has made its way in my brain for the last 30 years. I've talked about it at length on here. And like I get that like maybe you didn't see it. That can also be my fault. I haven't made enough videos about that. I had like understanding that only 2,000 or so people see these lives and not even that much, and may not see me talk about this over and over and over again, and forgetting that like people don't catch these lives. So like, while I feel like I'm talking about it fucking constantly, not making a video about it means that a large subset of people don't see me talk about it. Right? That sucks. And that's valid. To a certain extent, that's valid. So, fear is the mind killer. Come up and talk to me, man. I got the time. Thank you, Betty. I do need to talk about the moms more. Anyway. Frustrating. Oh. Uptown Greg's gonna come say some words. Or try to. Maybe not. Hello. Oh. Damn. Terry, I'm glad that you saw that. I'm glad that I influenced you.
Let me just take a minute. I know I normally come on here. I'm very funny, haha. What you deal with in terms of expectations is a universal problem for content creators and people in any sort of light in general. If I don't rescue the way that you think that I should, if GT does not address issues that he thinks that you think that he should, do it your fucking self. No. Because here's the deal. If there is such a vacuum, if there is such a lack of content, if there is such a lack of understanding and information and education around a topic, for you with your whole chest to come into someone else's channel, into someone else's live, and have that non-constructive criticism about it, then do it yourself. There must be such a vacuum for it. People must be so desperate for the content that you should put it out there, that you should create it, that you should work hours and hours and hours of your day and your time and your energy to curate a channel that people come to you to trust you with your information, with your skill set, with your knowledge, with your articulation of how you perceive different topics and want to hear it from you. But if you have not taken the time to curate that and you don't have the skill set to curate that, I don't think that there's a whole lot of room for people to come in and to attempt to tear down and deconstruct someone who is doing that. And it is not just a GT problem. I deal with it myself. You should bathe them more. You should scoop poop more. You shouldn't feed them this. You shouldn't do that. Why do you never talk about spay to abort? Why do you always talk about spay to abort? We're people. We're human. Okay, and we're out here doing a job just like the rest of you, and we're going to be shitty at it sometimes. We're going to be great at it sometimes. But the reality is, like, we're out here working the same as all of you. We're doing so in a way that is extremely vulnerable, in a way that I'm going to be dead fucking honest with you. 99% of y'all wouldn't put 10 toes down and step up to the plate and fucking do it. You wouldn't, and you don't. So, sorry. I'm just...
Hey, I appreciate you. Thank
And to
you.
be clear, this is my own personal bias. GT is a grown-ass man, okay? The white men in this country don't need any more help than they already got. I am talking from a place of just sheer para-relationship, nonsensical, keyboard jockey, can't do it myself, so I'm gonna bitch at others for not doing it properly nonsense. I fucking can't.
Even so, first of all, thank you. I will say that I will agree with you in a lot of this. I think that even in I do this thing where I try and listen as best as I can to criticism, even when it's coming from a sort of disingenuous place, right? And like a place of defensiveness in response, yes, but also like building the channel and platform that I have about the things that I've talked about, looking and being who I am and occupying this space in America, comes with the absolute necessity that I listen to people's criticisms and take them as constructively and seriously as I can all the time, even if I'm not like fucking up, even when it is still something that I like, even when I find the criticism to not have like weight behind it, I still try and take it seriously. And so like, and that's the fucking bare minimum someone like me with a platform like I have can offer everybody else. And so like, I still don't find it as insulting necessarily, because of the sort of like leg up that I've had. And like, I do understand that the platform I've built requires me to continue doing what I do, which is to fucking throw rocks from my fucking slingshot at Goliath, and on behalf of everybody else without slingshots. So like, I like that, you know what I'm saying? So like, I get the criticism, or I get even the perception of where the criticism is coming from. I understand it. It is in my like defensiveness to like point out that I like the criticism sometimes is misplaced. In some instances, the criticism is 100% true. In some instances, the criticism is misdirected. But I do appreciate
to your point earlier, I think there's a time and a place, and it's one of those, you just feel like you can't please everyone. And when it becomes this barrage of just constant, why can't you, why aren't you, you should, you shouldn't, you this, and it is hard. And we've talked about this, I know before, like to keep your truth, right? And who you are as a person and the content that you do and how you curate and how you do things, and like take the feedback, filter out what feedback is important and truthful and like needs to be heard, and what is just jealous people in their mom's basement trying to figure out their own life through bullying people on the internet.
Word. Appreciate you, Carla. You're the best.
See you later. Bye.
Thanks, dude.
Hello.
Hi.
Hey. No, what I was saying is, it sounded to me like he heard that claim about the contract with the dark money, and that it was forbidding creators from talking about Gaza or Palestine. And I think that's what he was trying to do. I think he was trying to get you to talk about it to see if you would.
Sure. That's
what I was thinking.
Sure. Which is a dumb thing to do, because I've talked about it so much.
Well, that's what I was saying. You've talked about it a ton, but that was before this whole thing with, the money and the contract came out. So I think, like I said, I think he was trying to bait you into talking
away.
About it.
Bait away, dude. I'm happy to talk about it. I just don't understand. Yeah. Anyway, I appreciate you.
So
I misread your comments. Yeah, great.
That's why, because I was trying to. You can't type enough.
I agree. That's why.
So I could get a part of it out and couldn't get the rest of it out.
I totally get it. All good. Appreciate you.
All
Thanks
right.
for coming up.
No problem.
Yeah. Anywho, I don't want to spread misinformation. Okay. Are the roads around Walter Reed closed? Is that true? I don't believe you. I don't believe you. Show me. Yes, but there's a reason for it. I saw it. Ask Jolly. That's a good point. Bring Serial up so we can be educated more. He has so much more to say. That's a great point. Slow Tech. I have another platform. He says he has another platform. I don't care about this.
Of this conglomerate or this united front, right? But I do have a problem with the left. And I pride ourselves on that. We want to know where our information is from. We want to know how it is being funded.
Sure. Josh, what if I told you that the implications of that article and the way that it was carefully worded to imply that people's content was somehow molded because they were taking this money was untrue? Would you feel differently about this article?
Say that one more time.
Sure. If I told you that the way that this article was written to imply that the people being within this group, within Chorus, that their content was being managed and molded because they were taking this money. If you found out that implication is not true, and that this person implied it but never said it outright because she couldn't prove it, would you be this concerned about your content creators being paid money?
Hear me out. Taylor Lorenz, I'm not a fan of, point blank. So, but there are things in that article that did alarm me, and things that I did see. One of the biggest ones was being that they weren't allowed to bring up Gaza or criticize Israel.
Yeah, you're wrong. That's wrong. That's not.
And please tell me. I'm open.
That's part of the thing that I just asked you.
Yeah.
That's not true. They never said that, and that's not in the article. And not only that, she has offered on Twitter basically a retraction. She said on Twitter she said they never had that in their contracts. Okay. So yeah. So why did you ask me? Why did you ask me if I was in it?
I guess because you're one of the larger liberal creators.
So this article talks about Chorus and a cohort of 80 liberal creators. You assume now that every do you think that maybe that is probably part of the intention of writing an article like this and framing it in a way that she doesn't name all of the?
No, I'm not pretending that that every liberal creator is a part of this, or that even that it's evil. It does make me think, though, that I'm being siphoned information, and that alarms me because, I just refuse to be on the right. Does that make sense? That siphoning of information, I will believe anything as long as it is from a creator. Does that make sense?
It does. That makes perfect sense. It makes perfect sense because you are willing to believe anything, seemingly, at any given moment. The tacit admission of you believing this article at face value kind of is an example of you just accepting information without any critical thought. That's kind of the point. Right? Anyway, I don't want to fucking talk about this anymore. Give me some good news. Fuck this horse. I'm just going to keep beating it.
What's up?
Hey.
Hey guys.
Hi.
Anything? Any interesting topics tonight? I thought you were
No,
going to bed.
I am going to bed.
Oh wait. I'm sorry, guys. Megan said she misses the barks. Hold on. There we go.
Great. Thank you. That's it? What do you guys...
Oh, so I'm sorry. I thought I'd give everyone else a
Sorry.
chance to talk.
I was waiting on Olivia.
I'm letting
Olivia,
the lady
Olivia's on a different. I'm on a different plane tonight.
Do you have any impressions to do?
Delta.
Oh my god. I had a arthritis flare up, which happens when I'm extremely stressed out. Wonder why that is. Happens like twice a year, and basically I can't walk for like 3 days. It's fine. It's not a big deal. I'm on like day 2 of that now, so she's on a different plane right now. Do I have any impressions? That is an excellent question. Sure, I have an actually, never mind. I don't want to get in trouble. No, I don't have any.
All right. GT. How is your mind?
Addled. Worn. On the brink of collapse. What is the question?
No. I don't have a question. I was just asking.
I would say when it kind of feels like it's leaking slowly out of my ears.
Oh,
How's your mind?
exhausted because I've been working every day.
We get it. We get it. Marissa works.
Marissa serves our country and
Shut up.
Marissa serves and she serves.
Stop. All right, I'm leaving. Goodbye.
Boo. Boo this. Boo
No,
this woman.
I have a cat that's been in and out of the ER for 2 months, and so
Oh,
I work
no.
overtime to try to take care of his vet bills.
I'm sorry.
Marissa, you did give such vet energy, like veterinarian.
You know what's
Like
funny?
I feel like in another life, I feel like you are just really, really good with animals.
Yeah, because I'm not great with like human children.
No, that's not what I mean. I just mean like you have this kind of patient, caring energy to you that I feel like is most common. I feel in like veterinarians, because look, I've met some mean ass doctors and some mean ass nurses, but like I've never met a mean veterinarian, and you just give off that really nice energy, you know.
Oh, thanks. That's really sweet. It's funny you say that though. I was just talking to my boyfriend about like applying to schools and stuff, and he was like, "You should become a veterinarian."
See, I'm onto something here.
I don't know.
Our friends in the top boxes. What's up? What's up with y'all? How's your life? How's your day? How's your living?
It's good. It's good. I just
Thanks
want to
for-
say something really quick before I hop off because I have to go to work tomorrow. Let's stop putting our content creators to a pedestal in the sense of expectations. That's your problem if you're having a lot of very high expectations on your creators, because at the end of the day, they're human beings. You're a human being. Okay. So you are not perfect, a perfect
Barely.
individual. You know, you're not a perfect individual. So if you're having an issue about something that you are, quote unquote, expecting from you to talk about something, that's your problem. Because there are a ton of creators out there, you know, that talk about something that could align to what they believe, to what they want to, you know, fight for. That's their, you know, you can follow them. You are here trying to do whatever you think is right. Okay. And I applaud that. But let's not put expectations into people. And because, you know, that's a you problem. You need to cut it out, and you need to, you know, check yourself a lot, because no, like we're not going to be judging people in the internet, especially when you don't know them. So cut it out. Everybody who wants to come at you, I'll fight for this.
I think, again, I appreciate where this is coming from. I will agree with you a little bit, but I also think that, like, it's fine. I don't think that people are above criticism. I think that, like, and I don't think that that's what you're saying either. I would just reiterate that, like, it's okay to want the people that you either enjoy or look up to or rely on in a weird way. Like, there are people that I watch sort of religiously outside of the space who I, like, want consistency from, because I feel a certain ease when I see their content. And, like,
It's not criticism, it's feedback. That's a big difference.
Sure. Yeah. But I will say that, like, a lot of the people that are being sort of talked about right now have platforms that in many ways not need to be above reproach, but need to be reliable and morally reliable and informationally reliable. And yeah.
But you're not a politician. You know what I mean? Like the criticism that is coming at you, it's not about for you to make changes. It's about you because you have a large platform. You see the difference?
Yeah.
So that's my issue.
Yeah, I appreciate you.
Yeah.
Bag that if you set the expectation low, the expectation stays low. So guys, I'm like an averagely bad person, you know.
So
there you go. There's the expectation I set. GT over here, ironically, he's a good Christian boy, you know. He's very sweet to people. He holds the door open on the way into Bible study. Truly just a stand-up citizen.
So I'm typically much more reserved than I'm probably going to be tonight, but I have had it. So first of all, I don't give a shit what Taylor Lorenz Levitt said. Disinterested in her bio. She is violently stupid for the article. It is disingenuous. It is a violation of trust and journalistic integrity. It was intended to create chaos, but moreover, I'm disgusted by the putrid nature of people trying to weaponize a G-side and tell people how they are horrible for not talking about stuff as much as they want to, as if they've even had conversations with their racist families about the very thing that has caused a government that would do something like this. And so I'd invite people to stand in a nasty reflection of their truth. I'd invite people to consider how they've contributed to their not having conversation with their Meemaw and Peepaw and how that has caused the situation that we're in this country. And then I would ask people to recognize that when they come up here and say, oh, like Cyril did, you haven't talked about Palestine enough, I would hold the mirror up and say, as a Sudanese man, I haven't heard you say a damn thing about Sudan, Cyril. And so rather than trying to emotionally extort solidarity out of people as if it is some way to create community, I'd invite you all to go figure out what plan you had that you were yapping about in November when Kamala Harris ran. So emotional extortion does not build solidarity. You will not get what you want from people by arm twisting them. You may think that you're going to be successful, but I assure you, you will not. And so rather than trying to beat up on people, I'd invite you to do something. Come up out of your house, get out of your mom's basement, set down the Vaseline, and do something dignified with your life, you losers.
Period.
One more thing. No one, these people that are coming here are coming from a place of feeling
What the fuck?
So
James, I'm sorry, dude.
Did he get a violation? What the hell?
I really appreciate you. It is a great point. It's a great point that you made about everything else that is not getting talked about. I appreciate you.
This is a prison. A prison.
It's pretty much dumb. That's for sure. Then why the fuck? I think. Oh, bye.
Oh.
A violation for what? That's a great question. I have no idea.
Oh, it's very tragic.
I don't. Oh God, I don't know.
They don't even tell me if I get a violation anymore. They just ban me.
I can tell you're so sick of talking about this, and I'm so sorry that people
I wanted to talk about. it's okay. I wanted to talk about what James said a little bit with him because, like, in like a point of transparency and self-reflection, which is like a large part of my approach to, I mean, in a very literal way, is arm twisting, and is sort of like emotional manipulation for people who are sort of like bigots or homophobe. You know what I'm saying? Like that is like transparently a flaw in my approach. That is like on the face of it what it is, but what ends up happening is that people seeing people with whom they would normally align getting sort of lambasted sometimes have a moment of like, wait a second, am I an idiot? Sometimes that's the goal. So like I've often thought about this too, and like the point has been raised, which is like this approach work? Does it add to the sort of temperature to this? And it's not something I haven't thought about. I'll just say that. I don't know if I 100% agree, but I do think about it.
I don't know that it works if we're doing it to people who are like already on the left. I think if we're talking about people who are more on the right, I think it's easier to make the argument that does work because of the nature of the environment that they've chosen to put themselves in. You know, like it's very much a rough and tumble, hard, like very aggressive political environment, and that's what attracts them to that environment. So I think it's just different depending on which faction and which area that you're in. I don't know that it works for people on the left just because I feel like all people on the left's politics for the most part have an inherent sense of empathy. And so I think when you kind of start working in a more aggressive way, I don't know that ever works. And that's coming from me. That's coming from someone who, like, I spent a really long time being really dismissive and really honestly disrespectful to leftists just because I thought it was so counterproductive. I did. And after the last year or so, I seriously sat down to reflect on how productive I thought that was and how harmful I thought that was. And I stopped. And if you go through and you look at my content since I think like October, September, I haven't picked any fights with anyone on the left. Genuinely, I haven't. Just because I find it to be so unproductive. And I wrote a whole article about it. So that's just kind of my 2 cents. Is I think I don't know that it actually works for people who are already on the left, whether they're a liberal or a leftist.
Hi.
Sandra.
Hi, buddy.
Hello, Sandra.
I'm watching that pizza index, 154%.
Oh my God. See? The pizza index is a real thing. See?
It is a real thing, I'll tell you that. It definitely is.
But they're massing. They also are like putting ships off the coast of Venezuela. So like,
Now, the real test will be when they start serving steak and lobster at the dining facilities on base.
Like they did before the Iran thing.
the Iran thing.
Yeah.
Wait, they gotta know at this point that they're doing this.
I feel like they're doing this on purpose. Like, here's the thing. I can't even be... Look, if I was president, I'd be messing around too. Like, I'd be messing around too. Like, I can't lie. Like, if I was Trump, which, God, I would never be. But if I was him and I saw all these people celebrating me potentially kicking the bucket, I'd be like, you know what? Fuck these people. Get their hopes up. Make them happy as hell, and then I'm gonna come out to like Many Men by 50 Cent.
That's what that would be your come out song.
You're giving them
Joey,
a lot of credit for being clever.
I think that they're clever uniquely in the area of disappointing people.
That's true.
100%.
Joey, what's up, man? Good to meet you.
Nothing. Nice to meet you too, man. Thank you for letting me come in here. It's kind of nice.
It's lovely most of the time. Some part of the 10% of the time. It's really nice here.
Well, I definitely think it's an interesting time at this very moment. This whole week, is Trump okay? Is he not healthy? I think this whole thing is just him trying to sway any news at this very moment. You know, the fact that no one's reporting that it's been over 2 weeks since Trump said there would be consequences on Russia. That's out the window. The Epstein files, no one's talking about that. It's definitely interesting right now.
Were you aware about this sort of like positioning of Navy ships off the coast of Venezuela?
Yeah, that's actually been sort of going on for almost 3 weeks now. When we kind of had information like this was going to happen, just prior to the announcement, the Coast Guard actually put an announcement out saying that over the summer they seized over 75,000 pounds of narcotics, majority of it being cocaine, off of multiple ships. And that's kind of what springboarded a lot of this stuff. But people didn't see that report come out because as soon as I started saying, hey, we're going to send destroyers and submarines, that kind of took over.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. There's a lot going on. That's for sure. And
now that there's a $50 million bounty on whatchamacallit's head, it's definitely getting interesting.
Yeah, I saw somebody commented, "Don't worry, Trump never pays his bills."
You know what's funny? You say that. He had a rally here in Wildwood, New Jersey. Didn't pay anyone the first time. So yeah, he definitely doesn't pay his bills.
I also
go on.
Sorry.
No, I was just going to talk about how I can't remember the actual figure, but it's I think it's over $20 million in fees, to states, the AI hangar thing that happened, the hangar gate, he had some of these rallies in these far and distant places because he couldn't fly into the places because they would not let the jet leave because he owed the airport $2.5 million. And
I believe the last number we looked at was about $1.3 million that he still owed over, I think, 14 states or something like that.
Okay, that sounds more less inflammatory than mine. So I'm just going to stick with $100 million. And it might as well be $100 million because I've never seen $1.4 million in my life. And to owe that much to 14 different states to the point that they don't let you land at certain airports for fear of having your jet repossessed to go and campaign like that. But that is, again, that has always been his MO, is to just steal from people supporting him. Doesn't pay his contractors, doesn't pay his bills, tells them to sue him if they can. And at one point there was 280 lawsuits or more open, still are just open lawsuits for him and his administration.
That's why
from contractors who he just was thanks for your work, I'm not paying you. And people still go into business anyway.
I think that's why he's complaining about the contractors that did the Rose Garden. There's a marble slab that he's complaining about, and that's pretty much everyone's oh, he's doing this, so then he doesn't have to pay those contractors.
I want to find out who's going to build that fucking ballroom.
You know what? People's response. I keep hearing people say things like, "Well, it's donors that are paying for it," and I'm like, that arguably makes this so much fucking worse because now you're literally saying that people are building this luxurious golden ballroom next to the White House and they're paying for it. Oh, so we have a permanent reminder that people are buying the favor of the president. That's wonderful.
And I think Gavin Newsom brought this up on a panel the other day. He was like, does that sound like somebody who's planning on leaving? Does that? I mean, that's pretty speculative.
He might
that's
not be
pretty
planning on it.
But Would you build? I mean, it's not. He's not trying to up the resale value of the fucking White House. What is the purpose? Would you build a huge extension on a house that you're leaving?
Maybe to like make people forget that ugly fucking rose garden that they just put in. But like, here's the thing. Okay, not to sound like, oh god, this is gonna sound so. Just follow me here. I've been there. Like, I've been there enough times to know that the way that they're talking about constructing this, it's so fucking weird, and it's gonna be so fucking ugly. Like, it's gonna be such an eyesore that it pisses me off. And like, one of the things that genuinely it sends anger shivers down my spine is when I see these like very beautiful, timeless parts of the White House that we've gotten to see and see just how beautiful they are in person, or see like the history attached to those things, and to just see them be degraded and like cheapened by these people is so infuriating. Like the Oval Office, like when I got to go in there, it was like so overwhelming, because it's like you're seeing history in front of you. And now it looks like a fucking 6th grade classroom for an English teacher in the South whose favorite color is chevron, or favorite pattern is chevron, and favorite color is teal. Like, it's tacky.
Yeah, I've seen Cheesecake Factory patios that look better.
Exactly.
First of all, I find some of this personally offensive because I do like the color turquoise, okay?
Do you like it pair that, Marissa, there's a distinction here. But do you pair it with chevron?
No.
Okay, then that's fine. It's the combination that's the problem.
Grandpa's trying to balance two things at once here.
I'm just drinking my teal water bottle.
That is not teal, that's aqua.
Don't fucking do this, okay?
What is teal, Olivia?
No, false. Teal has more of a green hue to it. That is aqua.
It's more turquoise, I think.
Do you see, first of all, as a degreed photographer, do you see how many fucking light sources there are in here? Do you see how many different colors? This is never going to be an accurate representation of the color that I'm holding.
That's why you're like so cozy.
Second of all, this is teal.
Guys, do you remember chartreuse?
That's the part in an abortion that happens.
Oh my god, yes. Wait, can I tell you a secret?
Pat says I'm right, by the way. Guys, it's turquoise.
Oh,
I would go with sky blue. That seems
By the
sky blue to me.
way,
I also have an art degree.
Joey's the most wrong, for sure.
I was a photographer too. I was a
photographer?
I was yearbook editor for 3 years.
Okay.
I used to sell art.
Pause. You, okay. You coming up to me and saying, someone who has a bachelor's degree in photography, in color correction, coming up to me like, I'm the same as you. I was yearbook editor. I want you to sit down, okay? I want you to sit down in a corner so far away from me.
I'll have you know I'm trained in InDesign.
I said the same thing to my biography or my biology professor. I was like, there's mold growing on my sandwich, so we're pretty much the same, actually. We're like, you and I.
Oh, okay.
That's the same thing.
How many photography books do you have published? Because I got 3.
I'm in 3.
No. I made 3. I approved them.
No. Those aren't books. You psychotic weirdo. Those aren't books.
Wait, what are
I want to say that you and I are basically the same, because I used to ride my bike 3 times a week when I was in elementary school. And that's basically the same.
She eventually retired, so
we're the same.
I did.
You used to ride professionally. Yeah, just
I
like
fell
Olivia.
off my bike once and I never got back on. So
pretty much same. It's pretty much same, actually. Okay. Anyway, what do you guys want to talk about? Is there something? Are we just gonna?
I mean, I was really enjoying talking about photography. You know, like I have skills. I
want to go back to that blue.
Oh,
dude, can I point out Mike? Mike was killing it on Dr. Greg's live last night. Top gifter.
You're getting
Mike,
cheated
our
on 3
own
times
personal.
now. Actually, 4 because I saw April in there too.
I'm gonna block all of you.
I went in there.
I
went in
also
there and I was
subscribed to Dr. Greg.
Oh
and
my god! I think
before
I did too.
I was only subscribed here.
Bro, I went in there when you were like, everyone go to this live, and I went in there, which was like always my plan. And I saw people who were commenting at me, and they were like, "You didn't listen," and I was like, "And neither did you."
Or try to subscribe for a year. It's fine.
A couple nerds did.
Oh my god, this is so amazing, bro.
Mike is in here going, I just sent him one gift. First of all, Mike, you
it's
traitor.
fine.
And second of all,
Don't listen to him, Mike.
And
Don't
second of all-
listen to angry.
Wait,
And
Mike,
second of
I
all,
don't know
Olivia-
how you're only level 30.
throwing. He's first.
Somebody
what?
said to get to level
I
50.
don't understand how.
Well, somebody said to get to level 50, it's like $1 million in gifts or something.
Oh my god.
Ridiculous.
No.
Mike, step it up. I'm just kidding.
One of the
Do
nerds
you
said
guys?
it, and like,
I will just reiterate. We've had a long and storied talk at TikTok headquarters about people laundering money through this program. So like that makes some sense a little bit. They were just like, maybe we can get $1 million out of these people, and then so that's what that means.
So, Mike, don't listen to him, okay? Don't listen to him. Supporting Dr. Greg is a good thing, all right?
I'm clearly on board.
He just
I think
hates
you're a little
science.
jealous. I think you're a little jealous.
You think?
Yeah, I think it's hilarious how upset
I
you
am
get
not
about
hiding
it.
this at all.
Honestly, it makes me.
I
It
am
warms my heart. It
I am
warms my
now-
heart.
I am now teal with jealousy.
Sky blue with jealousy.
Sky blue with jealousy. Thank you, Mike.
I think it was aqua.
Oh, I don't know what that was, but it said
Period. Bye.
407 days. I don't know what that means, but hey, W, Mike.
Yeah, I go in, do my check-in, my little heart me's. I'm like a level 6 or 7 subscriber over there. But I'm a level 26
level
over
10.
here.
46.
Oh, guess
I'm
what?
a
I'm
level
beating you here. I'm a level 26 here, Marissa.
Yeah.
Can we talk about fucking anything else
Wait,
now?
what
Oh,
level am I?
I'm sorry. Oh,
I'm
I'm
still
sorry.
23. I'm far behind.
I was gonna try to make you feel better. I'd be like, no, this is, guys, I gotta tell you, this is a real life thing I do to one of my friends. I have a friend who, anytime he gets offended or upset about anything, I literally go, no, but your muscles are so big.
You already do this to me.
Well,
You
DT,
already
your
explained
muscles are so big. You can lift so much. How much do you bench? 350?
Anyway. Fucking anyway.
It just
Wow.
that's crazy. She's
This is becoming a habit, you silencing women.
375?
Did Chorus pay you to do that?
Oh!
Yes.
Oh, Lysandra, I love you so much. This is great. This is great.
Oh. Yeah, it's fucking great.
I've been in so much pain.
It's
the
okay.
last
I'm
few
his
days.
manager. I would
This
be
is
getting a
amazing.
cut.
Yeah, what do you, Olivia? What do you do for this? What's the management or procedure?
Oh, so it used to be I just took like a crap ton of a leave and prayed. And it was like, please make the pain go away. This is so bad. But it stopped happening.
What's a crap ton?
Well, like
What are we talking about here?
The highest recommended amount
Isn't it
possible.
like 2 every 6 hours?
Just a lot.
It's a crap ton.
So it started happening less and less as I lost weight, and so it hasn't happened in like a super super long time. But basically, just when I get super stressed out, it's like this shooting pain in my back, and it's like so hard to walk around. Now what I do is I do take the leave, but then I take something else so that I don't feel anything, and then I can do all the stretches that hurt too much to do without that, so that by the time it wears off, it hurts less.
Jeez.
So that's what I'm doing. It's just that and resting. I'm okay. Everything's fine. Everything's
Great.
fine.
Johnny had a genuine questions. He said.
Genuine, right? So,
That's how you started.
Yeah.
well, oh,
No, for sure.
fucking hell, it's fucking 6:30 in the morning here for me.
Oh, jeez.
Are you British?
Early wake up. Yeah.
Period. Okay.
Let this man talk. Go for it, Johnny.
All right. So, do you believe that a political system, which is most political systems that are existing, two-party politics, is democratic at all?
Do I think that a two-party system is democratic at all? Was that the question?
Yeah.
In a definitionally correct sense, I think it can be. Sure.
What do you mean?
I mean that
You've got
I
one
think
of
that-
two choices, the shiniest of two turds.
well, sure. I think like the representatives that people, the way that a representative democracy works, in the truest sense, people vote for those representatives, and then they represent you. So I think so.
No, I get that.
Could it be better? Could it be better? Sure. That would be great. But I also
100%.
sure.
It's a question I'll always fucking ask.
Sure.
Because, like, so the way Congress works in the States, fucking wild. Like, we have House of Lords, which is unelected by the people in the same way.
Mm-hmm.
It's terrible. But, like,
Ours are elected.
What? Congress? Yeah, by what?
By what do you mean by what?
Like, so the system of Congress, like someone going into Congress,
Yeah.
how does that happen?
What?
But he's asking the difference because the structure between the UK House of Commons and the US Congress are very different.
No, I'm like,
Are you
I'm not
asking?
talking about House of Commons. I'm
It's
talking about House of Lords, which sits on the same level.
Ours people vote on who gets to go to Congress. You run for Congress, and the people in your district vote for who you go to who goes to Congress to represent you. So they're elected.
So in the same way, it's voted for like, so you got House of Commons, you got House of Lords. So it's got to go through Commons, then Lords, then has to go through the bullshit of being signed off by the royal family.
Right.
That still has to happen.
Yeah, guys, the House of Commons is elected. The House of Lords is not elected. It's appointed.
Oh, isn't it like a membership for life kind of thing? House of Lords?
It can be, yes.
Yep.
Oh,
We don't do well, other than the Supreme Court. We have, which is ironic, but we have people appointed to the Supreme Court, but not elected, unelected.
That's probably why I'm on about.
Yeah.
I might be wrong.
That's
fucking.
I guess it's kind of like, for them, it would be kind of like if the Senate for us wasn't elected, it was like appointed by the president. Like if senators were appointed and nominated by the president, and then the model, instead of it being like a Senate election, it would be kind of like the Supreme Court. So the difference for us is we have the lower chamber, which is the House, and then we have the upper chamber, which is the Senate. Both are elected, but the time frame and the length of their terms are completely different.
Do you have another question?
I just left him speechless. I have that effect on people.
Wait, was that me? Wait, fucking. What was the question?
No, do you have questions?
If you had a different question than what we were talking about.
Yeah, sorry.
All good.
I cannot imagine a world where we had like a House of Lords on our side. That would be chaotic.
No,
Imagine Ted Cruz being there forever.
It's
because they would. I feel like they would all be like 80 or 90.
Yep.
Kind of how it is now. So
Kind of like our politicians are.
Literally, yeah, they like footage. Like you can look it up. They're like, it's like footage that like the half dead. These are people that are like fucking 80, 90 years old, just sat there.
Do any of them retire of their own volition?
Rarely.
Isn't that crazy? We
it's
kind
fucking shite.
It's a joke. Like,
oh yeah,
we are currently in our sort of like predicament.
You guys have your shit going on. The UK is insane. Like,
yeah.
So you've got you base two-party politic going on, but the parties, they don't sit left and right. They sit fucking centimeters away from each other on the political compass.
Yeah, true. I think a lot of people feel the same way about our politics right now too, and I tend to agree with that assessment in some instances, and a lot of people are becoming very fed up with the more liberal this side that is supposed to be fighting for sort of liberal ideas and
base human rights in it half the time.
Yeah, easy shit like that, and that they just aren't doing. They aren't representing the way that we want them to, and so the accusation becomes that everything's just the same, and like while in some instances it's hard to like deny that, it's also I think reductionist and a little ham-fisted to say that, but it's also not wrong.
Fucking excellent take.
wait, it's wrong that
Thanks, man.
are you saying it's not wrong that the two parties are like extremely close to each other?
Me?
Yeah, I'm asking for clarification because I don't want to misunderstand you.
I'm saying that people will come on Beyonce's internet and say the Democrats and the Republicans are the same.
Okay.
And I'm saying that is a reductionist way of looking at this thing, but the sort of inaction that people are frustrated with from our side is like understandable for why people feel it like they can make a sort of blanket simplistic.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, because I was gonna say, like, anyone who says that, I challenge you to go live in a completely red state like I do, and then tell me that it's the same. And I think that's the problem, is that I think that you look at Democrats who are in blue states, and it like explains why they may have a lack of urgency. It's because they don't truly understand the threat that is being put against us, and it's why you'll see like it's usually red state Democrats that are the ones who are like trying everything they can do because they know what's really at stake here.
Like when I lived in LA, I was so shocked that Hillary didn't win. Because nobody nobody I knew at all.
That's crazy.
People can't conceptualize just how far off their own political reality really is from where most people are. Like, I'll give you an example. I tweeted something out like 4 months ago after what did she do? Alyssa Slotkin, she had introduced some bill about like school lunch programs or something. And I thought it was really cool. And I was like, no, just hear me out here. And someone found this tweet a few days ago, and they reposted it and said, of course she was being paid. Like, nobody would just say this. Like, she has to have been paid to say this thing. And I had a conversation with one of my friends about it, because I said, here's the thing. People will look at that and they will genuinely believe that. They'll be like, there's no way that someone just actually believes these things. And I quote tweeted it and I said, guys, 77 million people voted for Donald Trump. Like, let's just really sit with that for a minute here. 77 million people voted for Donald Trump. I think it's possible that some people might actually like some Democratic politicians sometimes.
Yeah.
That's just the thing, is it's like people get online and their reality of where politics in America really is so skewed. That, like, for me, someone who, I posed this too, as like pro-Medicare for all, pro-DACA, pro-immigration reform, all of these things, there are people who look at me and they equate me to being like a MAGA Republican. So people need to get a little bit of a grip on the reality of politics in America, because it is so much worse than people online actually think it is.
Agree. Johnny, appreciate you, man. Thanks for coming up.
Yep.
Thanks, dude.
Thanks for having me. Always a pleasure.
Bye, Johnny.
Thanks for having me.
I'm gonna move to Canada.
I'm gonna move to the UK.
Je ne sais quoi. Parlez-vous français? Je m'appelle Olivia.
They also speak English there, dude.
Yeah, I know. I'm just making sure I got all my bases covered.
Qu'est-ce que vous avez comme boisson?
Croissant.
Nice. I'm trying to find this woman. This woman was... Yeah, here we go. Okay. AP, why don't you come up and talk to us? If not, I'm just going to go to sleep.
They're singing you a goodnight song?
Get the good night song.
Yeah, you need a good night song at the end of your shift every night. You sing everyone to sleep.
Closing time.
Oh, no, not that one. No, not that one. I vote no.
Not anyone. Not anyone, dude. I want this guy. I've seen this guy commenting a lot on all of these videos. Flannel Man. I hope Flannel Man comes and talks to us. Anyway, let's take a...
Oh, sorry.
Hi.
Hi. There's a woman in here named Amanda who's going to Mallorca. She was asking for recommendations. I want to see if ours line up.
Well, I stayed in Port de Soler.
Which is what in Spanish?
It's the port of like the sun. Like Soler is the sol
There
is
you
the
go.
sol. But anyway, so I thought that was cute.
Yeah.
It's a cute little water. Yeah, you have to rent a car if you go there. Because otherwise it's going to be hard to get around, but it's really worth it.
Is that on the east or west?
It's on the west.
Yeah. Like in the north? In the Nord?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's nice up there. I liked, but that's just me. I really like being in Mallorca, the city, but that's not everybody's cup of tea. And that's not like...
I mean, I'd go back there for sure.
Yeah.
I'm good with going back to Barcelona.
That's fair. That's fair.
I
She's
feel
going
like
to Madrid.
I feel like I did
We
it.
just need, like, we gotta, that's a better question, is if you're going to, like, if you're going, where are you going? There's like a bunch of little towns. I'll get more information the next time I ask you in front of 2,000 people about recommendations for... Turns out we don't have enough to make.
Well, there's just so many other there's so many other places that if I had more time, I would have loved to go throughout all of Mallorca. I enjoyed the places that I went to, but there's so much more that I didn't get to. And the same with Lisbon. When I was there, we were only there for 3 nights, and I wish I would have stayed there for a lot longer.
It's cool when you and I flee the country to Lisbon together to live happily ever after in our little expat community. We'll have plenty of time to explore. It'll be great.
Thank you.
So cool.
I think we all need to move to Italy.
Johnny can... Oh, yeah. Yeah, they love us there. Italy.
Isn't the Italian prime minister like... Or is it the prime minister or the president? Who she's a little fashy.
No, she was running.
It's not the one who won. No, I
What
thought it was the one who
Georgina?
won. The one who won. Am I getting Italy mixed? No, I'm right. Italy. Isn't she like a little right wing? The current prime minister?
Maloney, yeah.
Yeah, she's like a little right wing, but she sounds left wing sometimes, right?
She loves rolling her eyes at Trump, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so technically
But honestly, who
speaking,
doesn't?
Technically speaking, on Italian terms, she is right-winged, but not on the level that Trump is.
Yeah. Like, isn't she? She's like anti. Is it anti-gay or anti-choice? I can't remember which one it is.
I just remember
Giorgia Meloni. Yeah.
what I know about Italy, and it's progressive policies is they're not a monolith, right?
Mm-hmm.
But they sure do have an issue with your skin color.
She just made surrogacy a universal crime. I will have to look into that because Well, you guys are very cool and well traveled. I've never left the country. Maybe one day.
In all fairness, the United States is so big, you can literally throw all the European countries into it. So if you go from state to state, it's like going to a different country.
I thought I was well traveled when me and my family drove to Indiana when I was 10. I was like, guys, I've been to so many states, and it was me like driving through the states that I counted. One day I'll leave. Hopefully for a vacation.
This is enormous, though.
Not for fleeing.
This place is
Came back
enormous.
from Washington State. It was like a different world over there.
Yeah. Oh, Washington State was so beautiful. I went there for a vacation like 2 years ago to go see my sister. She lived up there at the time. I had to swim on a mountain. It was just the coolest thing. And like being from Texas, I was like, you guys got mountains, and it's the middle of the summer and it's 65 degrees at night. That's amazing. I thought it was the coolest thing.
I just got back from climbing Mount Rainier because my wife is a mountaineer.
Wait, is that in Washington?
Yeah,
That's the mountain I went swimming on.
Yeah, we went above the clouds. It was insane. Falling rocks coming to us. It was 8 hours of pure hiking. It was not fun.
That is so
She loved
cool.
it.
So
Olivia,
cool.
if it makes you feel better, I've only left the country one time, so.
It does make me feel a little bit better.
GT Brosenholtz is always on rocks. You don't join him?
No.
It always looks terrible.
It looks yeah, he's like, I got up at 3:30 to get out there, and I'm like, pass.
No, you have to do that if you want to catch the sunrise. You have to be up that early.
It's also Joe. Here, it's less about the sunrise and more about like in Denver and in larger parts of like Colorado on the whole. It will during the summer when you can get up there. It will rain in the afternoon every day, every single day because of the way that because of its arid, because of the microclimates up there. It will like thunderstorm up there every day. So to get back before the impending storm, you have to leave. You have to be off the mountain by noon, basically, which means you have to have 9 hours of hiking before noon. And they're just like, no, we'll just get up at 3. And I'm like, no, I'm not gonna do that. I've fucking done it. I've done it enough. I'm fine. I'm gonna have pancakes instead. Actually, I'm gonna go get pancakes in the morning and on Saturday, and then we'll meet up after. It'll be great. And I'm perfectly happy. I went to the gym for an hour. It's the same.
It's the exact same.
Joey, for your I used to. I don't know. We don't need to. You don't need my whole fucking backstory. I used to race bikes professionally. I would spend my entire day. I would spend 6 hours a day in the mountains training for months and months and months. And not to sound jaded, but I love being out there. I love doing that, and I love looking down and feeling insignificant amongst the scenery and the hills, and then being able to coast down the hill and eat food afterwards. And no part of that sounds like what I did.
You kind of made yourself sound like Kung Fu Panda. You're like, I trained in the mountains for months.
I did.
I cut wood on the weekends.
That's what for 6 hours a fucking day. And so when they're like, no, it's spiritual being up there. I'm like, I get it. I've been up there. It's really, I agree with you. I'm fine. That's how I
find
feel
that
about
it makes a difference doing it recreationally versus as part of your job? No difference?
No. In fact, I've done it recreationally without the sort of superhuman fitness that I had, and it sucks. it's like really hard now because I'm not like a finely tuned machine and I'm 30 pounds heavier and now I have even less wow, fucking bye, Joey. Sorry.
Bye.
He's probably
I'm kidding.
checked.
It's good to meet you.
People are saying that there's
Joey's got shit to do.
helicopter that left the White House to Walter Reed.
That's what I was trying to look up to see if it was true. I don't think it
I
is.
don't think it is.
But I
All good,
saw
Joey.
something
We're gonna end soon.
hours and hours ago, and I can't really. I have to tread carefully on these topics. All I'm saying is like Walter Reed is a military hospital, and there's a lot of stuff going on there, and it doesn't always like.
Stop getting your hopes up. Stop getting your hopes up. Stop getting your hopes up because
No, but,
all
like,
that's gonna happen. I'm not just you, Marissa.
He's going to be fine.
He's gonna
didn't
be-
say I had any hopes for anything. Don't do that
This
to me.
motherfucker. I'm not yelling at you. I'm saying in general, everybody, for 2,000 people in here, this motherfucker is a cockroach. He'll outlive us all.
I
Okay.
agree with him.
I've also
Okay.
seen people
This guy
saying
is-
something about the ambulance that was with the presidential.
There always
Wait,
is an ambulance.
It's always there. There's always going to be
Okay.
a medical.
There's always an ambulance there.
Emergency.
That's
people
part
on
of the.
standby.
It's part of the motorcade.
I'm just going to say this. I have enough people in DC who, if something was happening, I would know what's happening. Not in like a she's cool kind of way, but just like I have enough friends that live there that work in politics that, like, I'll give you an example. When the plane crash thing happened, I had a friend who literally like lived near the river, and he called the group of us on FaceTime to be like, "This is where I live. This is what's happening over here." Like, nobody's heard anything. Nothing's going on. If
We
there
get
were,
it.
someone would know.
Olivia, you're part of the
No,
fucking
you're making me
Yeah,
sound
Illuminati.
Illuminati.
I'm not.
Okay, yeah.
Okay,
We get
we
it.
get
You're
it.
you're in a paid inside shell.
Wow.
Okay,
We're
stop
about
throwing it in our
to,
face.
we're about to make the Diet Coke crash out look like a mild inconvenience right now. Like,
When you were talking about the tweet that someone found, I was like, "Who was it?"
oh, I don't actually know. Who was it?
I don't know. It doesn't matter. I talked about this earlier tonight. By the way, you hadn't shown up yet. Yeah, not you specifically. I used this as an example of like why this is so dumb. Is the like this exact example when I saw this person talking about this. There is no possible explanation other than she got paid to have this opinion, as opposed to this is just her opinion, which is like happening retroactively to people who aren't involved in this in chorus, which is like, of course this guy doesn't. It makes so much sense in retrospect, and I'm like, I didn't even get the money.
Oh, it's kind of
And
hilarious.
these are just my opinions, and so like, I talked about this earlier when you brought that up. I was chuckling to myself.
Well, it was just so funny to me because, like, I sent you a video of someone who decided to talk about me again, who was reading an old tweet of mine where and honestly, I fucking cooked with this tweet. I fucking cooked with it. Someone was coming after me, basically being like, you know, she's a 21-year-old Latina. Like, these can't possibly be her politics. Like, she's being paid for this to be her politics. Da da da. And post-election, I quote tweeted this, and I was like, the fact that you guys think that all young people have to have the politics of Bernie Sanders is the reason why we lost young men in droves. Because the youth groups, I'll tell you this, they were not prepared for this. They did not know that this was happening. And I'm like, these are just my political beliefs. You're just upset that they're not yours. And that's fine. If you don't agree with me, go make your own content. Go do your own thing. But like, again, 77 million people voted for Donald Trump. And I put in the chat, I was like, I'm pro Medicare for all. I'm pro all this stuff. So why y'all think I'm far right is crazy. Like, there are young men out there my age who are, like, come on. And those are their politics.
Anyway, I agree. We don't have to talk about this. We can talk about how Marissa, as a fully certified doctor with the ability to make recommendations. What I'm just trying to think of, like, why is it that there are certain examples of people who are like 112 years old, and they're like, Doris, What's your secret? You've lived longer than 99.9% of all human beings on Earth. She was like, I smoke 4 packs a day and I drink only Jameson. And like, why does that person, you know who I'm referencing now, who is just like, just visually the most unhealthy human, why does that person persist, and healthy people sometimes shuffle off too soon? Can you explain human mortality for us? Is what I'm asking.
That's a wild question.
It's in 2 or 3 sentences. Explain human mortality.
There's an actual MD in the comments who kind of hit the nail on the head, and that's genetics. And there are a lot of factors to human health and mortality that can't be explained like in a black and white sense. Like for some people are just better at like their body is just better at compartmentalizing and coping than others, and sometimes it's like, I mean, genetics, epigenetics, it's all pretty complex stuff that I paid a lot of money to get an education.
I hate that answer.
Marissa, that was such a good answer. My answer's better. It's spiritual. He's a demon. That's what it is.
Oh yeah, location too, like where they live.
Keeping him alive.
It's a big.
Well, the reason why I hate that answer is that because this guy talks about how good his genes. This person, nobody in particular, talks about how good his genes are, and like, but not in a way that like is talking about epigenetics. Is talking about like how good his genes are. You know what I'm saying? And I hate that. And so all I want, I mean, you can look at him and go, your genes aren't that good. Look at Eric.
Wait, Marissa, I actually want your take on this because I've had this theory, and I don't know if you know a lot about this. So something I know people in the South who like to party hardy do is get fluid IVs with like a bunch of minerals and stuff in them to like make themselves feel better. And everyone keeps pointing to like the bruising that he's getting on his hand. And my opinion when I saw that was, I feel like he's just getting like fluid IVs and stuff like that.
It's not important.
I think it is. I think it helps. It helps with your health.
Because to a degree. So I'm not going to speak about the individual because I cannot. It's just, I'm not allowed to do that. But what I can say in the form of like just generalities, we give IV fluids for many reasons. And the thing that you're thinking of, they call it different things. Where I work, we call it rally bags. And we give it to people that, whatever.
An amazing name for that.
There's a lot of like medicine that goes into it and like a clinical judgment as to when to give somebody IV fluids, when to not do it. There's many things that we give through an IV, medicine and treatments, Yeah. Speaking in generalities can be really hard sometimes.
You're fine. We don't have to.
I would.
Yeah, we can move on if it's easier for you.
Maybe you can ask a question that's not about somebody specific, but there are.
Marissa, if I had bruises on my hands, if I had a poor diet and I played a lot of golf,
all right. Anyway,
and you were pushing lady,
and I was pushing.
And you were universally hated by the entire world.
Universally hated. I really do think it's just spite, y'all. I really do. Like, I think it's spite and him being able, and hot take. I actually believe him when he says that he's never drank or used things. I actually believe him when he says that. I really do. Because
the only thing you can believe him on, because he lied about raping somebody. So like, I don't know, man. I think that
that's a far jump there.
His veins are made of mostly Kentucky Fried Chicken. So yes. I think that
there's also considerations like
arteries.
Like when you as you get older, the walls of your veins, the walls of your arteries, those things tend to weaken over time. And like something as simple as like just doing a little blood draw can be super traumatic in smaller veins or weaker veins. So I really, in a general
Especially
sense,
in
I wouldn't dig too much into things.
Agree. Especially in hands that small, the veins make up a lot of real estate. So like, got tiny little,
Yeah, there she
tiny
is.
little hands.
The doctor, the MD down there, she got it right. She's bruising in the hands. Not abnormal with increased age. It's, you see, like, most of the patients that come in where I'm at are geriatric, and it's not like anything new to just see bruising.
Anyway, tomorrow, this is just for Lysandra. Tomorrow I have to deliver an ad because I'm, of course,
I'm his manager, guys. Remember,
I'm a paid show, and so I have to deliver an ad, and it's for a news aggregate. Some of you may have heard of.
Oh, stop!
And I think I have the funniest fucking ad
wait,
about getting your news from trustworthy sources.
Oh God, no! I was going to text you about this because I was recording a video and I was like, I stopped myself because I was like, oh my God, this would be a great Ground News ad.
I was driving home today. I was like, oh my God, I have the opportunity to do the funniest fucking thing tomorrow, and
No,
I'm going to swing.
Oh, I'm so excited.
That's great.
I'm going to swing for
I
it.
can't wait to share.
Absolutely.
I'm going to swing for it. Fuck it. I don't.
Her.
That's my
Oh,
last.
wait, are they going to let you do that? Because does it have enough? Listen, we'll discuss this offline as your manager.
I might. What we've talked about with my point person was like the times where somebody says like something provably false, and then I correct them using Ground News is like really effective. And I might just say like I might just do this as like it's really important to get your news from trustworthy sources, and then a 0.1 second flash of the Wired article as a subliminal thing, and then continue on with my. That was my other option. Is if they like say no to this, I'll just like you didn't see like in like Fight Club when they see.
No, you're good. I like that.
That was my idea.
So funny.
Can't wait to see it.
I'm gonna tag her too. Anyway, all right.
Well, guys, this is lovely. I actually probably won't see y'all for like a good week and a half on live.
Why?
Well, I'm going on my trip, and I don't leave until Thursday. But tomorrow I have plans, and Wednesday I'll be going to bed early because my flight is on Thursday morning. So this is probably my last live for a hot minute, but I'll be back eventually.
Where are you going?
You're going to DC, right?
Yeah.
For fun.
Yeah.
You're just not gonna say hi? This bullshit.
You don't say hi. You don't live there.
Well, she's going with that dark money.
Oh, you mean on live?
Hey, can you go
On here,
catch some of
dude.
that stuff that's falling from the White House windows?
I'll try. I'm gonna be an hour ahead than I already am. Oh wait, I might have. Oh, you guys are making a good point. I might have to go see Jolly.
You're gonna have to go see Jolly.
And go be on the no, but like be on the live with Jolly, like in person.
Yeah, and
I'll go live. I can go live. I don't know that you know this. This is my job, so I can pretty much do it whenever I want to. So I could just go live with you when you get there. Just give me a heads up.
Oh, I had not considered these options.
Well,
Okay.
You leave tomorrow?
No, I leave
Thursday.
Thursday.
Oh.
I'm just gonna be really busy, like getting ready, and I have plans before I leave.
Matt said he'll also be there too.
Yeah, Matt's also there.
Oh, Matt! Period. Oh my god, I get to come see you guys. Tell Jolly to text me like a list of things you need. I'll make a Safeway run.
Hell yeah, dude.
Not that it really makes a difference, but I'll also be MIA for a little bit.
Oh my god, Marissa, we can't both be gone at the same time. He's gonna find out about our plan.
Mine will be a little bit longer probably, but.
Oh no, wait, now I'm sad.
But also, I'd like to say too, for everybody, like, don't get too deep into like speculating on somebody's health status, and please don't harass medical providers or healthcare workers that you know or come across with those questions, because it's not ethical for any of us to like
Like I just did.
Like I just did. Yeah, don't do that.
In
guys.
generalities, it's fine, but don't ask on
the.
the specific level. But if you ask like, why do we do this thing in medicine, and you want to ask somebody, sure. But like,
Sure.
just keep those things in mind. Zowie.
Martha,
Fine.
love you. I don't know when you'll be back, but love you bunches.
I love you too, Olivia. Just you specifically, though.
Yeah. See you guys. Really good to see you.
GT, I'm
fucking
sorry.
lied,
I'm gonna
dude.
miss you. I'm gonna miss you so much.
Oh, GT's here too.
Oh, you're
sorry,
still
sorry,
here?
sorry.
Good trouble. That's crazy. On your own life.
Hey,
For
friend.
the
Bye.
record, I said something very nice to GT over text message the other day.
Did he reply?
No, well, I didn't really know that when I dropped it, it was going to be a compliment. But then apparently it was, and he was like, "Oh, thank you. That's nice." Are you going to look? Are you going to scroll?
I can't. My phone's dead. So
I did that from my mind. I think you said something to me, and I was like, "Oh, I think I said you're a good-looking white dude. All you have to do is have a basic sense of empathy, and you're good."
Matt said he replied.
You were like, "Oh my god, thank you."
Yeah, he doesn't like to reply.
Did he reply? Yeah, he did.
Sometimes,
He did text
sometimes
me
it's
back.
It's surprising. You might catch him when he's on his phone.
which I'm never on. So it's great.
Famously, never on your phone.
All right. Jeez.
See, you guys are
Really
better
great
than
to
me.
see you, ladies.
I'll text
I
you
can't
5,
wait
6
to-
times in a row. Ding ding, it's me again. I have no shame about that.
Have a great evening, all of you. Bye.
Thanks.
All right, good night. Bye.
Later. Good to see you. Bye.
Bye, Olivia. Damn.
Yeah, for real. Bye.
All right.
Oh, geez. Sorry. Damn. Roasted yet again. Brutal. All right. It's time for bed. I said I was going to go to bed earlier. I'm going to try and actually go to sleep. I've got a big day of stuff doing tomorrow. Appreciate you, Mike. Thanks, dudes. What time's the press conference? Well, okay, let me rephrase that. What time's the press conference Eastern? 2 p.m. Eastern? Great. Noon our time. Mountain time, the most important time. It's likely that I'll go live for the press conference. That makes sense, no? So 11:30 tomorrow. Don't go to anybody else's because I'll be jealous. So make sure you come hang out with me. We can watch it together. Okay. See you then. Love you. Mean it. Sleep well. Bye.